1943. I think that's the first year or the last year for that generation. But what I want to talk about, yesterday, you guys were so nice, the response about, you know, how to apply to grants, particularly the COVID grants, even though you don't think you're eligible. I mean, it is absolutely true. But another thing I think that we get trapped in is thinking we have to spend money to solve our financial problems. And I think this is another trap. I mean, most of us have financial problems really because we overspend, right? We spend on stuff we didn't need. And why do we spend on stuff we don't need? I think mostly because of marketing. Everybody believes we have to have something, whether it's an expensive education, an expensive house, expensive car, because they're spending billions, tens of billions, probably hundreds of billions of dollars in, you know, getting into our brain that we have to have all this nonsense, right? And then we run into financial trouble and we can't get out of it. And so where do we go to solve our problems when we have financial problems? To the same sources that told us we had to spend all this money. So we're listening to advertising, whether it's on the internet or whatever, that we have to spend this money to have, you know, a successful life. So we do it, and then we're in hock up to our keister, and we can't get out of debt, right? So we go to the same sources to try to figure out how to get out of debt, how to solve these problems or whatever that we got ourselves into. And we're going to the same people that got us in that problem at the same time. Now that is crazy. So don't do that. You know, I mean, anything you want to do that you think is going to improve your life, you know, try to find sources that you don't have to pay. Try to find sources even, you know, that you don't have to pay to get out of the problem you are now. See, and all these sources are there. They may not be the most desirable, but what the hell? Yeah. You know, probably you don't have to drive a BMW to get transportation. You know, you could have $1,000 old Chevy, you know, to get you to work if you need. You know, and that's what gets us into trouble. But more importantly, the people that promise to get you out of trouble as long as you give them money. You know, buy this course and you'll be a millionaire by Tuesday. You know, and that's crazy. You know, if you have money to throw away, more power to you. But if you're in financial trouble and you're trying to get out of financial trouble, don't throw money at anybody's idea on how to get them out of how to get yourself out of financial trouble. I mean, that's just going to get you deeper in the hole. You have to do is get rid of it. You face it yourself. There's free people, you know, that will help you. Actually, thank you. There's free people that will help you with those kind of problems that you don't have to hire some, you know, $200 an hour expert to do that. And they're usually nonprofit organizations, government offices, and things like that. And even you need training to get more money, to get a better job. You don't have to, you know, spend, you know, $100,000 to go to Harvard. No, I mean, if you have it, fine. But if you don't, no, there are other ways. I mean, you could probably go to start getting a better education for free with the community colleges, online taking courses that are absolutely free, you know, to get the skills you need. It's going to take work and effort, but you know, what happens is the salesman want to, you know, pry on our laziness, right? Because we're all lazy. I don't want to do that. I don't want it easy, right? And it's not. And particularly if you're going to throw money at all your problems, you're just going to get it worse into financial problems. And that's the worst case. So you're trying to solve a problem by throwing money at it. And the problem you have is because you already threw money at problems. So don't believe that you could throw money at getting out of the financial problems the same way that you threw money to get into those financial problems. You know, and that's crazy. So it's learning a whole new system out there. And it's there. It takes work. It may not be comfortable, but life is not comfortable. I think yesterday I told you about a book I'm going to get. It's a child's book. Go on Amazon and look for kid mountain climbing, and you'll see this. It's a woman, like a 12-year-old, 15-year-old, that explains life to children about how difficult it is. It's like climbing a mountain. every step is a problem. Yet you have to figure it out. And that's what life is, figuring out every step of the way. You don't go up a mountain on an elevator, but that's what we want to do, because there's salesmen out there who say, yeah, just get in this elevator, push the button, give me $1,000, and you'll go right to the top. Now that is goddamn crazy. You can't do that. You got to get and work hard at it. And everything is like that. But because of our lazy nature in us, we want to believe otherwise. And I don't think that's right. It may happen by accident, and somebody will find an outlier and put them in their commercial. Oh, I just do this, and in 17 hours I was a gazillionaire. And that's fine. It may or may not. It may or may not have happened to him or her. I doubt it. But go the hard way and learn and build your own skills, build your knowledge. Fail a lot. You have to do that. If you're not failing, you're not growing. And be careful with every step. And just don't throw money every time you have a problem. There are alternatives. If you don't use me or whatever, remember, when you're searching Google, when you're searching Google, look for just the .gov, G-O-V, or .org, O-R-G. And everybody else forget until you really know what the hell you're talking about. And most of us don't. We're all guessing. We're all struggling. And that's what I'm trying to do with Let's Go Help. It's a place, man, I'm looking more and more people are just helping other people on Let's Go Help with problems, because I think we're going to have a lot more problems before we get into any kind of substantial economic growth to eliminate all the past stuff that's happening to us. So I would strap in and get ready. And what will happen, I believe, is that we're all going to be stronger because of it. I mean, we're faced with a challenge. That challenge is individual, and if you look at it like that, then you have an opportunity to grow. If you're saying, well, this is just a blip on the radar screen, it'll go away by itself in 6 weeks, I think that's nonsense. Plus, your life is not going to go away by 6 weeks. Well, some maybe will, unfortunately. But most of us, me, I feel I have 15 years yet. So I'm planning for 15 years and learning or whatever, not doing foolish things that waste money. You invest in yourself, but with time, not with money. There's options to get training for free, to get housing at below cost or whatever, and a lot of ways to solve a problem, just not the ways that you see advertised. And we're not encouraged to do that, because the people that offer you the free stuff, they don't advertise because they're not going to get money from you. So there's no way that they can advertise and get your money and pay for the advertising. So these people, you have to dig out yourself and do that. And then plus, they're maybe a little harder to deal with because they're not getting money from you. Like those salesmen that call you, man, they become your best friend and call you every hour on the hour until they get your money. Then you never see them again, right? These people are different. They're getting paid no matter what they do for you. That's why it's on you. You have to take, the initiative. And you're the one that has to be nice to them, because they're going to get paid the same. A salesman only gets paid if they're real nice to you, right? So that's their motive. That's why they're nice, and they're easier to deal with than someone maybe who's doing it for free. But they're all human beings. And human beings have an instinct to help other human beings. And that's what we're alive for. And that's why, you can do so many more things in life by relying on human beings, not your money. And then plus you grow and become stronger and more self-reliant by doing it that way. So it's really the way I think we have to live our life, and our current situation is forcing us to do that now. Do that more now than ever before. So stop throwing money at something that's going to solve your financial problems. You got to do it without spending money. And there's ways, but it takes work.